guys. We're going to bring your last contestant up. I hope everybody has their ballots. If not, please make sure you get one from your server. And with that out of the way, are you guys ready for your last contestant of the night? Yeah! Come on, everybody. Are you ready? Yes. Everybody, please put your hands together for Nate Washington.
How we doing? How we doing? Okay, I hope we do have a zombie apocalypse, because for the last few years I've been secretly praying that the Jackson family buried Michael in his Thriller clothes.
That's awesome.
Because how cool would it be if we're in the middle of an actual zombie apocalypse? We've never seen anything like that. We're not ready for that as a country. I can imagine people being hysterical, you know, like, all right, guys, we gotta get these windows boarded up right now. Right now, we gotta get these windows boarded up. Bring some more nails, let's go. Is that Michael Jackson? And you got Michael coming up the street just... Looking forward to that, man. And Conrad Murray, the guy responsible for Michael's death, he went to prison for 2 years. He's already a free man again. And I feel like that's unfair, man. He killed the king of pop. But you know what this means is, unlike O.J. Simpson, he actually went to prison for killing a white lady, so. You are welcome. I mean, let's think about this whole zombie apocalypse thing, man. Like, no one would be safe from that, man. Like, it can make it to the White House. And if you listen to Barack Obama talk right now, he already sounds like he's trying not to turn into a zombie on TV anyway. You know, he comes out like, fellow Americans, I'd like to talk to you today about the conflict with ISIS in Iraq. Now, I've talked it over with Congress, and we have a plan. Now, let me be clear. Man, you went to Harvard! I watch too much TV, I can't help it. You guys have been married 38 years, right?
Yeah.
Do you watch romantic comedies with your wife?
Yes.
You do? And you made it 38 years? See, I don't think you should do that. I think you should never watch chick flicks with your wife, because all they do is amplify how much of a bad husband or boyfriend you are.
Yeah.
That's what they're for. You know, I came home one night, my girl was like, I just got done watching 50 Shades of Grey. I'm like, oh yeah? What happened? She was like, Christian, he told that girl he was gonna push her in the room and pull her hair and spank her. I'm like, really? Would you like to do that? She was like, yeah, I think I kinda would. And I'm like, but why you always calling the police? Oh man. Another program, I like to watch The First 48. Are you familiar with The First 48? That's the show with the, you know, the guys that are murder suspects or whatever. I think they should call that show The First One to Snitch. Because all they're doing is waiting on somebody to tell on their friends. If you pay attention to The First 48, it's just like that game show on The Price is Right with the little mountain climber. Because they always say more than they need to while they're being interrogated. You know, the cop comes in, he's like, so where were you last night, tough guy? He's like, you know, I had a couple drinks, and I went home. I went with Rodney and them. He's like, oh, you didn't see Rodney last night? He's like, no, man, I haven't seen him in a couple weeks. That's when they dropped that bomb on him. Like, okay, well, you know we got Rodney in the other room, and he said you guys were together all night. What do you got to say to that tough guy? He's like, oh, okay, I was with him, but we ain't killed nobody. And I'm at home watching it like I'm really watching The Price is Right, like, shh. Damn, microwave don't cost that much. If you're like me and, you know, and you just need to feel better about yourself, you're having a rough day, I think the best program you can watch is Hoarders. Because I know some areas of my life that are pretty jacked up, but I feel like as long as I don't have to step over a dead cat to get to the bathroom, I win that day, you know? My only problem with Hoarders is that they never react to the things they see the way a normal person will react. You know, they always got the psychiatrist to meet them outside, like, okay guys, listen, before we go inside, these are Karen's things, okay? And we're not gonna throw anything away unless Karen says it's okay, all right? Then they walk in the house like, Karen, why do you have an El Camino in the living room? What's that? This is still the driveway? I just want to see that episode of Hoarders where somebody goes in and reacts like a real person. I want somebody to walk in like, what the hell is this? Lady, you gotta clean this shit up. No, you have shit on the floor. And you can't have that. All right? Over here, there's a skate. Just one skate. What are you gonna do with that? And that's the point where they start trying to rationalize and justify the reasons for keeping this garbage. So they're like, oh, well, you know, one day I might meet an amputee. Should we keep the damn rat that's stuck to the skate too? Clean it up! True story. I told that joke in Chicago about 2 weeks ago. And a guy walked up to me after the show. And he was like, Nate, great set as usual. Huge fan of your comedy. You're one of the best comedic voices of this or any other generation. And he didn't say any of that. But what he really said was, Nate, my aunt's a hoarder. And she had to have both of her legs amputated. And, you know, part of me felt bad because people that know me know I have a huge heart. But I'm also a stand-up comic, so I'm kind of a jerk. You know, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Did she keep them? I'm Nate Washington, thank you.
Nate Washington, ladies and gentlemen, let him